So I've had this theory before anybody else has had this theory about Kashin Koji being the son of Jiraiya, and now that there's even more evidence in the latest manga supporting this, I'll go over and make a whole entire video about it for everybody. Just pretty much prove my point that there's like so much more evidence now backing it up. Alright, so let's get started with the ways. Alright, number one, he can summon a toad. He can use the Rasengan. He looks a lot like Jiraiya, and if you took his mask off, I bet he would look a lot like him. He mentioned Orochimaru like he knew him well, to Mitsuki. So, Jiraiya was known as the perfect sage, and it's not too hard to believe that he had a kid out there eventually. One that he didn't know about, obviously didn't claim, but judging by the age of Kashin Koji, he looks to be about 30. They've emphasized many times that all this was close to when Naruto was 17 at the end of the war and 32 when Boruto starts. So roughly 15 years. This guy is 30 or younger. Jiraiya was in his 50s when he died, and he could have easily had a son somewhere out there during this time. That could have been around Konohamaru's age at the time of the war. The question is, how does this guy know who Orochimaru is? And I'm pretty sure Orochimaru might be famous to answer that. How did he join this organization, Kara? Like, what is Kara? Where'd it come from? I have a conspiracy, not really conspiracy, but there's like probably a conspiracy in the Naruto world where they deified the Otsutsuki clan and have like a cult type of group. That's what I'm gonna go with. That's the strongest thing I can think of. That there's types of things like that. Anyways, in the most recent manga, Kashin Koji was talking about how there is the censor shinobi, like the Yamanaka clan, how they could sense the chakra of people that weren't known to the Hidden Leaf, like the people who weren't citizens of the Hidden Leaf. And he said that they weren't going to be able to. Well, his partner wasn't going to be able to, but he could. Pretty much he was explaining what we all know about it. And Itachi was able to sneak into the village that one time because he is unknown. He's from the Hidden Leaf village. But Kashin Koji slipped right in there. Just jumped right into the village. So a lot of people are trying to say, oh, it's Jiraiya, it's Jiraiya. No, it's not Jiraiya. And they're definitely trying to make some people think that it's Jiraiya. I think it's clear as day that they're hinting that it's Jiraiya's son. Some people think that they're trying to say that it's actually Jiraiya. And I think that's a little bit too far-fetched. I think it's a little bit too far of a reach to think like that it's Jiraiya and all that. But him being Jiraiya's son, it makes sense. If you have the same chakra as Jiraiya, then you should be able to go right in there, right? At least that's how I think it works. I mean, prove me wrong, but we'll see here soon in this manga. The next issue, we'll probably have a confrontation between Jiraiya and Naruto. And yeah, or not Jiraiya, but Kashin Koji. Here I am. But no, he's going after Kawaki for any of the people who don't know. And I think that's going to be pretty cool. I think that this manga is getting really interesting. I think it's getting pretty good. The anime, on the other hand, I don't know how much you want to say that it's filler. They're trying to say this is backstory of what happened before the manga. I'm just going to count it as filler because there's a lot of things that are like plot holes right now in the Boruto anime. And there's a lot of things that I don't see as main material. And it's understandable, they always do that. They don't want to catch up to the manga. As all things don't want to catch up to their book material too fast. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing more videos like this. And let me know if you liked this one. This was my first one. And I'll talk to you later.